Okay, and we're back again. So I think definitely, based on my experience with this, I think I'm going to either just keep to streaming smaller project files, although I feel like... Oh, thank you very much for the follow. And I'm sorry that you had to walk in on the stream that crashed 2 times. So I've been trying to work on this, like, kind of future tear-out-ish project, but it seems like the computer keeps crashing. I think what I'm going to do if I stream it next, because I wouldn't mind maybe streaming a thing of that project file, but I guess maybe the project file is just getting too big to multitask with on this computer, because this computer is old. So we're going to maybe look at that for another stream in the near future. For now, maybe let's try to focus on a dub plate, or like, well, these are technically all dub plates. They're not like release tracks, but let's try to focus on maybe another track that we can finish up, one that actually has less done. So here's something. I haven't even like had a teaser of this yet. This is like the first time anybody's hearing this. And then hopefully if the Mac cannot handle this, because there's not that much going on in this project file yet, then that's going to be a problem, and I'm definitely just going to switch to the new laptop from now on. This is one of those examples of a track where it has like a really good idea, but I'm not quite sure what direction to take it in and what intro to give it, because it's pretty much just a drop-in kind of a build-up. And it's taking a little bit of time to load. Alright, even this is this has a bit of stuff going on, but this should be okay to stream. Let's stop arming that to record. So I have like a completely throwaway build-up right here, and then it goes into a drop, then a build-up, and then like an unfinished second drop. So we'll just give that like a quick playthrough. Also placeholder vocal samples. Not sure if I'm going to end up using these or not. Let me make sure my mic is still going. It is still going. Great. Alright. So this is what I got. Oh geez, more CPU, high CPU usage. Let's just keep going.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
Alright, and then that second drop is completely unfinished. I just threw the drop in and edited the sound design to start with, essentially. But I do like what I have for this first drop so far. Also, maybe if I just take off the mastering plugins. I did like a very quick master on this, just in case I would end up using it for an ID showcase or something. I really like the main bass of this, and the main bass is like, again, like a very weird, complex thing. Or I guess you'd call it complex. It's 3 layers, so we have this, I guess kind of the main layer is this in Vital. I actually hear a little bit of weird feedback going on in it, but you can't really hear it in the sound itself, so I guess that's fine. But I remember, I think this was from when I was trying to make like a lot of Dr. Ozzy style basses. It says Ozzy bass right there, so yeah. But we have like just a random, like, we've got like a curved saw wave, and then the annoying OP, and we have this FMing. We've got like a very, very short like decay on the LFO pattern. And then some comb filter on this. It sounds like really all it's doing is just making the resonance a little bit higher. Then from there we have like some dispersers, and the corpus really makes this sound good. Actually, why is it... I don't know why I didn't just corpus it from the... Actually, yeah, what I need to do is, for some reason what I did for the corpus was I put it to an external MIDI? Not sure why. Yeah, that really helps it a lot. It's very plain without it, and then the corpus gives it a lot of resonance. Also, this delay doesn't seem to be doing anything. You could probably delete that. So that by itself is kind of a complex chain. Then we have this massive layer, which is just a very saturated sub with some erosion for the noise. And then we have this sampler, which is just like a metal hit from a pack. And then some frequency shifting to make it lower. Then from there, because this sound was getting very feedbacky, I put on a utility just to clean the volume up a little bit. Then just some more EQing, saturation, and then some delay, so I could kind of make the pitch of the sound wonkier, and also so I could work with a more offbeat pattern, because that's what I've been trying to work with more, is these more offbeat patterns that sound maybe a little bit more modern. And then that's kind of the main sound. And I feel like it sounds a lot cooler in context of the track. It's helped by this sort of background layer I made when I was trying to make Space Laces E stuff. Which this is a background layer I've been using a lot for recent tracks and stuff I've been working on. Basically, what I've just been doing is taking the same sound, frequency shifting it, and pitching it a lot, and I get a lot of cool results from it. And it works really well for, like, a fairly noticeable background layer. Like, it is technically a background layer, but you can tell that it's always there. And I think one of these growls is actually it's from the same session as some of the future Tear Out. There will be a new name for that song at some point. It's from the same session as one of those growls. And then I just frequency shifted it, and it was sounding very uneven, so I did soothe and then a little bit more compression. And then just for the build-up, I'm not sure what I'm doing, because this is just a very, it's kind of a very generic build-up. I just have this Skrillex acapella, and then I did some sort of did I use Rave Generator did I use Rave Generator for this, or was it just a sample? Let me see if I can find what it was. A bunch of the drums aren't quite organized either, or actually no, that's some of the effects. I think the effects need their own group. I do like what I did with the effects on here, where this was from a pack that I've still been working on, and then I just sort of layered this weird sci-fi laser onto a bunch of stuff, like on the build-up. I think it sounds cool. Somewhere in this build-up, there's some kind of rave generator or something that's making that rave stab sound, because I couldn't think of anything else to put in. Maybe if we look at the beginning, we can see it a little bit easier. Oh, it's this. I think it's literally, yeah, it's just a sample. might just sound better being pitched up. So maybe I'll consolidate this. If I'm going to end up using this, I'm going to consolidate this and then just pitch it up. Maybe that combined with the frequency shifter would be cool.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
I might keep this vocal sample in or just rework it in some way. Because I really like the sub right here. I think that sounds so cool before the drop.
Sub.
I think it's so cool, and then I'm doing this little thing where I double layer the vocal and then pitch it up. Or actually, this is pitched, yeah, it's pitched slightly up, so for it's like a faux chorus effect.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
So I'm not quite sure what to work on first. Oh, I was watching the other stream, silly me. You're all good. You're all good. Keep it. So what should... Oh, keep the vocal sample or keep what? Just curious. Because I like to hear any sort of feedback that people... That any followers or anybody has to say. And I've seen your stuff on Twitter. Some vocal sample. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep that because it was going to be a placeholder. But I think it sounds cool. And I like... I love stuff where it incorporates the producer's name, but in like a weird way. So I'm going to keep that. And maybe for the second half, I'll keep the sub in, but just have a different filler vocal before it and then cut it in. So that might sound cool. I don't know what to work on the build-up or the second drop first. Because the build-up is very generic, but it like works, whereas the second drop is not finished at all. So maybe just get like the drops done and then find some sort of intro and build-up that works better, or just... I think that might be what we go with. So let's go here. Go back to the second drop. So far, this just kind of sounds like, from the mess that it is, it just kind of sounds like an extension of drop 1. And I'm not sure if I want to do that or if I want to go for something that's like very, like not very, very different, but a little bit, like at least kind of a variation on what was going on. So I think, I think that sounds kind of cool, actually.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
I don't know, I feel like maybe it's just a little bit too... The first drop is kind of contained, and I like it because of that. The groove fits together well. The second drop just doesn't, like, have a good groove to it to me. It just, like, is, like, a little too, like, all over. Plinky metal noises are fun. Yes, yes they are. That's been a... kind of part of the style that I've been trying to develop is very plonky, very metallic sounds, and, like, having a lot of those interspersed, it's a lot of fun to work with. So I think maybe let's like actually just scrap this, and then maybe try to work with some of the same sounds, but just reorder them. Always so tempting for me to just copy paste the first drop and start editing it, but I want to get more creative than that. So maybe let's just copy the drums over. Maybe even switch up the drum pattern, because I've been trying to do that as well. All right.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
So let's maybe at least just get kind of a groove laid out, something that's a little bit more consistent. So maybe going off of this. Also, I really like this fill I did. Not voting very well. But I think I did that. Actually, this is something I could totally render out because it's just a copy of the same sound. And then I think I might have used Portal or something on it to create that. Yeah, Portal's right there. It's very simple, but it ended up sounding really good. So I'm going to freeze and flatten that because I think I can always just take that and resample it too. And that's going to add a lot. May I suggest a melodic call and response before the plinky sounds? After each call, there can be a different arrangement of the response using the same sounds. That way it stays new and interesting. I like that idea. I think maybe we can experiment with that. That would be really cool. I am getting very thirsty. I'm running out of... I'm going to have to get water in a sec. I think that's freezed out. Yeah. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that for drop 2. Because I think drop 1 is probably good. It can maybe be edited a little bit, maybe a little bit more melodic sections, but for drop 2, I'm going to try that. Alright, that already helped a lot for the CPU. And then for the second drop, or for the second build-up, maybe we could just take that and reverse it or resample it a little bit. It's a little bit too obvious, but that, I see that. I guess it doesn't need that much variation right now. We'll just copy that. I'm just distracting myself from working on the second drop. Protect the CPU at all costs. Yes, yes. I really appreciate the response here. It's really helpful. Okay, so how could I do a melodic with Plinky? So let's maybe take the original Plinky, copy it, and then add a melodic, and then just sort of figure out how to arrange that. Ag. Alright. It just sounds way less cool without stuff around it. Oh, and I need to copy over that MIDI as well, because I don't know why I did it like that, but I did do it like that. Alright. Of course, I love seeing things like this, so it would be wrong. Yeah, thank you very much. You're extremely nice. That means a lot to me. So let's try to do something melodic. Maybe we'll start, when I do, like, simple melodic stuff, I tend to start with, like some sort of simple, like, an operator, just like a sine or a saw operator, and then I sort of tweak it from there. So maybe in keeping with the plinky plonky, we'll make it kind of plinky, but also melodic. Or maybe I'll just make it more full melodic. We'll see. I've made like generic bell sounds like this so many times in my life, but it's always fun to do it. Also, we should probably engage the volume ducking because it drives me nuts. When I don't have it, it just sounds so much better with that on. Hang on, that's the group Do I not? Where is the volume? There it is. There it is. At least I already have a little bit of saturation on here, like I tend to do. All right, let's get that engaged. I agree with the plucks. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea too. So let's maybe to make it more natural, we can kind of like have the notes fall a little bit on each other, or just set them off beat. What we can do here. Up. Let's move this over to where it's not ducking so I can hear it a little better. Maybe make it so like each is like the next note. Which just kind of makes it sound like an echo. So I'm not sure how that works, but kind of cool. I like to add, for like my bell plucks, I like to add a little bit of pitch envelope and then just set the decay really low. So it just sounds like it's plucking even more. Not sure if that'll work, if that pattern works, but I think we're getting somewhere closer. I kind of liked it better when it was simpler. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Maybe some kind of reverb on this, just so to make it sound slightly less synthy.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
Wonder how this would sound layered, actually. Oh, I kind of like that better. Yeah, that loops around really well. Actually, I'm just trying. I always go into the effects really early just because I'm like, simpler plucks work best because the metallic, yeah, like they sound cool. It's mainly just that's a pattern I've heard a lot, but it would probably be like effective. And maybe edit this pattern a little bit. The thing that I like with this pluck actually, because of the way that I'm gating it, it's kind of cool, but also it can get annoying. Because of the way that I have to gate it with the utility, if I move the notes over just like slightly, the pattern almost completely changes. Like from this, if I move that over just slightly, it like changes very severely. I kind of like that variation, so I might... It seems like a hassle. It is kind of a hassle, but it also kind of forces you to get creative. Oh, also, I didn't even point out the stuff I'm doing for the drums here. This originally had just like a very standard kick clap. You can see the kick drums right here. This had a very standard kick clap in the beginning. I swapped it out for this sort of weird snare. And then like this sort of... Is it this one? Yeah, for this kind of trap, hybrid trap-ish snare. With some claps around it kind of pre-shifted. There's even more than that in here if I go... Actually, is that really all? Just the pre-shift adds a lot of groove to it. And then I have this little reverse clap section because I love doing this. The drum pattern itself is like fairly simple. I might make it maybe a little bit more complex or change it up a little bit for the second drop, but so far it's fairly simple.
Listening to the sounds of
So we have kind of a good flow going a little bit here. Definitely need to high pass this. Maybe I should transpose this up a bit. Snare works well with what you have set up. Yeah, I'm happy with how the snare works. Like the pre-shift, it can be hard for me to do pre-shift stuff a little bit just because I'm super anal about the way it sounds, but this ended up really well. It ended up sounding really good. Might work a little bit better at that higher octave. Sounds a lot less synthy there, actually. It sounds more like a toy box. Not sure, 12 or 24. Maybe I need to bring the sub bass in here because it sounds thin, and it would with it not having sub bass. And then I'm going to have to edit the sub bass pattern, I think, a little bit because I think I just have it set to follow what's going on. Oop, I keep dragging through that automation. All right. See what we have here. All right, yeah, here's the sub. I actually use this sub on a lot of things. Just like, I guess not for a particular reason. It just sounds good, and I like being able to edit from this sub. It's just like an analog BD sine in Serum. I mean, you could probably just do this in anything, but I just have it set to Serum. Then like a decent bit of saturation, and then sometimes I add the erosion. And then sometimes I'll add a gate so that way it can fit. It will automatically follow what the rest of the sounds are doing. I should probably have the notes move up and down, or I should have the notes follow the same pattern here. That'd probably sound good. Let's see. Or it also doesn't sound bad that way, but let's just try this out. Do-do-do-do-do. And then what pattern of... Actually, I could just copy paste this over. It's very simple that way. And then move that down 3 octaves. I'm not sure if I like it better that way or just the one note standing out. Maybe if I take off the gate or if I hold the release down a bit. Maybe, I'm not quite sure what to do there. I kind of like the snappiness of the sub here. Like, from a melodic standpoint, it works better this way. I guess I'll keep doing that. And then maybe here we should start editing up the flow a little bit. Oh, I kind of liked when it went down a few octaves. Or a few semitones. That wasn't in key, but that sounded cool. Maybe for later in the drop, or maybe here. Yeah, I kind of like that progression. That's pretty interesting. Let's shift that down another 3 octaves.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
I do that a lot, by the way, where I just play the build-up back for like a bar and then drop it in. I don't know why. It just helps me maybe with the context of how it sounds juxtaposed with the build-up.
Sounds of sub.
It's a little bit of like a cliche. I like how it flows the melody on the first call, then just stabs at the same note. Or I liked how it flows the melody on the first call, that just stabs at the same note on the second call. This helps give multiple layers of fun noises. Yeah.
Sounds of sub.
I think I might keep running with this and then just maybe slightly tweaking the flow. I kind of like this way better. It feels a little sharper. Maybe duplicate that and then edit that a little bit. Well, I kind of liked when it went under a little bit.
The sounds of sub.
Essentially, the reason why I recommend this method was because the drop can progress in a bunch of ways with relatively simple sounds, especially if the second drop is supposed to be surprising. Definitely keeping that in mind. It's really cool technique. Yeah, I really like. I'm wondering something if I could try here.
Sub.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good, but maybe I can edit that up. I'm gonna have to edit that match. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Sub. Listening to the sounds of sub.
Although I don't know if I like it better. I think a vibrato sustained lead that fades in during the metallic plucks would help keep the melodic parts. Yes, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Some sort of sustain. Essentially, you would volume automate it in so it doesn't cut through the metallic parts until the very last bar. Yeah, I did a little bit of a similar thing on Future Tarot, I guess, where I had this kind of sort of, it was a slightly sustained lead that was kind of under everything else, or not like, I don't know if you'd call it sustained, but this sort of very brash lead that was under a couple things. Yeah, I like that idea. I think I'm gonna try that. I need to take a bathroom break really quick, so I'll be right back. This has been like a super great help, and I'm glad that you've been sitting here even through all the difficulties and everything. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we're back. Let's see if I can find a way. Can I just can I okay, now it needs to reload. Can I make the chat window like God, I'm being so unprofessional. But I wonder if there's a way I can get the chat window to just be on at all times because I like it being on, like even on the Ableton screen and stuff, and that would be really helpful. But if I just have to switch back and forth occasionally, then that's totally cool too. Doesn't seem like it seems like I can just move it around though. This is something I need to okay. This is something that I just need to kind of work on for next stream, I guess. Yeah, that's not very usable. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's just set it back to its original position. All right. All right, so let's go back. Vibrato sustained lead. I think, yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm not sure if I should go back to the the more on point ones or these ones. Let's try to make a vibrato sustained lead. All right, we'll probably do a vital for this because I like doing leads in that. And I don't remember if you can actually do vibrato or not, or if you just have to do pitch LFO. Keep the current setup for the metallic. So by the current one, would that be the whole point was to abuse how catchy they are in different ways? Yeah, probably. Oh, it's still loading. Yeah, but that sounds like a good idea. And now I cannot get vital off of my screen, and it's just beach balling. I don't have to close the whole project file again. All right, there we go. There we go. Or actually, no, I'm going to do that to the fine. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe just start with basic shapes and then just kind of go beyond that. Just like classic sustained sound. And I think pitch glide would probably sound good on this. Should it be the melody or should it just be like a long sustain? That might work better, might feel a little bit less jumbled. But buzzing bee noises 2022. Yes. Yes. Please keep the lead layer underneath the bell plucks. Oh. The vibrato lead is for the response. Well, it does. Okay. Maybe some different things to try. So lead layer. The thing is, we don't really have like a. We can definitely try that. Maybe make a different lead. It does kind of work both ways. I'm just messing around with the pitch and stuff too. Alright, and then maybe we'll copy this, edit it up, and then put it underneath. Well, you definitely have a lot of good layers to play with now. Yeah, I definitely like how that's going. Like a lot of stuff I can kind of reorganize and see what works. I'm really liking your feedback for this. Oh, that sounds really weird. Yeah, when it's just the resonance playing, that sounds really bad. Any ways we can make this maybe a little bit more interesting? Admittedly, I was a little nervous that it couldn't work out. Oh, don't feel nervous at all. Any suggestions, like anything that any suggestions that you have, I love hearing that, and I love hearing any sort of input because just sometimes when you're producing stuff, you just get wrapped up in your head and you just like don't know what else to do. You feel like you're just stuck. So any input is really helpful. And this is like a mix of old school UK dubstep, modern bleep bloop rhythm. Yeah, wasn't initially what I was going for, but I actually really like that, and I like seeing when people mix those two vibes. So yeah, it's definitely something different, which I really have been wanting to do. So that it's pretty cool. When the intro of this track starts to get made, I could even do something kind of old school sounding for that. So that could maybe be a jumping off point, because it's good to try to have like a lot of times I just work on the drop first, and then it's hard to have a theme for it. So that could be sort of a theme for it, is the sort of old school dubstep feel. And then let's just sidechain that bit just so it stops bugging me. Let's maybe keep going on that same flow and then just edit stuff. We can always change it up a little bit.
Listening to the sounds of
And maybe add a little tweak here. Ooh, I like how that sounds with the pattern. I think I'm going to change that here. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like just that little tweak with the note. Now what? Now I did not mean to press Discord. This might give it more movement. Yeah, definitely. Thinking of what else I could do here. I even kind of like how that sounds. I might solo that out into just its own track and then start messing with it, because that little whistly thing that the corpus does is really cool, actually. Or wait, I copied the wrong track. Or wait, did I just delete it? Yeah, that's really cool. I might use that for something. Now with this as a separate layer, we can sort of do some more stuff to it. Essentially, all you should need to do with this method is layer sounds together to fill out the stereo field. Yeah. Oh wait, very deep but harmonic wub that follows the rhythm of the metallic noises. Yeah, maybe try that. It's gonna be kind of hard to follow this rhythm because of the way that I have it playing in such a weird off-kilter pattern. And that with the fact that I'm delaying. Yeah, so I think what I could just do here... but yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll try... I guess I'll just keep going to Vital because I feel comfortable with it right now. I might want to try some other plugins as I'm going through this, but I'll just keep sticking to what I'm familiar with. And then let's get the pattern up. And I'll even get the same delay pattern up too, so it follows the pattern as closely as it can. Alright, now we gotta do some wubs. Should just be 3/4 notes or so. I mean, I might just edit it down to be that, because it's gonna sound a little weird. It definitely needs to go up a couple semitones. I'm just definitely gonna have to X wob 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 wob. Yeah. Oh no, the CPU is angry. It is getting that way again. And my voice is getting a little hoarse, but still keep going on. I'll freeze some stuff down in a minute. Try to wub this up a little bit more. Wubterranean. Yes, I love it. I love that. Thank you so much. I love really, that's like, hang on, I'm really, really thirsty. That's one thing I have a huge soft spot for is like really dumb wordplay, name puns, or like mom tier puns. Like I say that I have a thing with mom jokes. I just think that stuff's like so corny, it's funny. But I love that Wubterranian. All right. I do like how that wub is turning out. Actually, I think I know what I could do better for this. Just trying out some different things. I've got a good wub sound here. Maybe just tweak it up a little bit.
Sub. Sub. Sub.
I liked it a little bit better before.
Sub.
Maybe take that white noise down a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit too crispy sounding.
Listening to the sounds of sub.
Maybe a little bit of disperser would sound good on this as well. Just to sort of enhance the webbiness a bit. Maybe the harmony should be a little bit higher as well. See, just trying some different stuff sound design wise, but this is a really good start for the second drop. I'm really liking the direction this is heading. Indeed, I'm just listening now. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, just working on this sound. I always damn. That's just what we're doing here. Sound design and God, I am getting hoarse on the stream. That's just what we're doing right now. Sound design and lag. I think I liked it better when it was a little higher up. What can I freeze down here that would actually make a difference and that wouldn't mess stuff up? Maybe this I could potentially. I'll just freeze it for now. I can always go back to it later. Oh, I forgot to copy that. I forgot to copy that bit I did right here with the rave stabs. And the side getting so off.
Listening to the sounds of
Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, you didn't miss much because like the first two things of the stream were extremely, or first two instances of the stream were extremely cursed and just stuff kept crashing. It was like my sound card kept failing for some reason, and then the Mac would just crash and I couldn't do anything else. I just had to let it restart. It seems to be fairly consistent now. Wonder when I should do a change up here. Copy that. It's sounding a little bit too plucky now to be a wub. I'm trying to get it to be fairly quick because I don't want it to lag around too much. Whatever works for you as long as I'm... Yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to figure out which. I like the idea. I'm not changing it just so it'll fit better what the original idea was. I just liked the way that it was wobby initially better. And hang on one sec. Hang on just one sec. Phone was all the way over there and just wanted it to be closer in case of emergencies or any notifications I need to get. So, alright. I think it still sounds just a little bit hard to get it to be wubby, but also fit, but I think I can do it if I get it just right. Maybe if I just set this off even further. Yeah, maybe even try a different filter. Ooh, there we go. Hmm. You are still Wubterranean regardless. Yeah, and I know it doesn't have to stay as a wub. If it becomes something else, that's cool. I just liked the idea of a wub, so I'm just seeing what way I can get the sound to be best. I'm spending a lot of time on this sound, so I might just get it to like a usable state and then move on to something else. There we go, there we go. I still like when I had the the higher harmonics. So let's try to bring that back in a little bit. And I feel like maybe some sort of stereo widening effect on this would be cool. Cool as well. Just because it sounds a little bit flat, so let's see what we can do here. Don't want it to be too drenched. Or maybe even just adding a little bit of unison, like a mono unison to some of the oscillators. Yeah, that does work. I kind of like this being a and I like kind of like this being a mono and then the rest being stereo here. I wonder what I could do here because this groove really is turning out well. I'm really happy with this, but I wonder what I could do here to maybe just add some sort of variation so it doesn't get too stale. the reverb back onto this now that everything's in context. Second drop is a metallic festival. Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe what I should do is maybe just switch up some of the like the tonality, because I think I have for this original patch, I think I have some parameters set like on the macros where I can change the tonality. That's what I'm doing for parts of the first drop where it kind of shifts around in pitch a little bit. Maybe if we try that a little bit, that might sound good. Like right here. You can see I'm just sort of shifting a lot at... Yeah, I actually forgot to mention this, but I'm shifting stuff around a lot there.
The sounds of Sabbath. Sounds of Sabbath.
So use the lead as a transition. That's a good idea.
Listening to the sounds of Sabbath.
Maybe right here, and then just add like some more sort of skittery melodic metallic stuff. See. So use the lead as a transition on the 8th bar. Okay. Two.
Sabbath.
Okay, that could work. Okay. All right, there we go. Hopefully the Mac doesn't crash again. Sound card was just being weird again. It hasn't done that for a little while. Yeah, I really like that idea. B section for the drop. You can hear me now. Yeah, I just had to plug it back in. It's did that again, but it hasn't done that for a little while. B section, whole 16 bars of plinky subby goodness. I really like that idea. So should the part with the lead still be kind of like uh oh yeah, if it is a B section, then yeah, it should still have the drums and stuff. Okay. I'm just kind of like in my head figuring out what I want the patterns to be. I think I might clone this and then just well, that's gonna kill a lot of CPU. Maybe just figure out a pattern of just weird stuff to do first. But no, I've been using the same sound a lot, so let's just screw it. Let's just duplicate it and then make new stuff with it. All right, all right. Maybe swap out the Foley sound for a different one that'll immediately change the tone of it. Machine gun it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we are going to do some machine gun patterns and try to... I'm not amazing with machine guns, I don't think, but still a fun idea. Why do I keep opening Discord? No, 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 no. Oh, wait, that was just... Machine gun it, then use the lead as chords. I'm also hearing a trumpet that I think could fit well with the call. Yeah, that's some really cool ideas. Machine gun it, then use the lead as chords. Okay, there we go. I do not know why my chat just went off screen all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to figure that out as well because I really enjoy having the chat input from everyone. I think I'm gonna take another quick break and then I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Except the chat is still not on. So I guess just give me 1 second to re-up the chat because I don't want to log anything in with the I don't want to log anything in with my screen active. So just give me 1 second to get the chat back up, and then we should be good to go for a little. Oh wait. Oh, no, none of the chat. Hang on. No, I can't read that actually. What if I just put this in like? And if I maybe put this in full screen, scale to window or canvas. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. That should work for now. All right, so we're back. And yes, I did save. I saw that comment from earlier. I did save. And I do not know what the sound card thing is. I don't know if it's to do with the CPU or if it's just like a separate issue, but we'll continue to work on this a bit. To readjust the sub bass to compensate for this. Okay, mic's back on. Let's just keep going for as long as we can before it crashes again. Maybe try that Trump beat synth thing. I think that was a cool idea. I don't remember what this is. This might actually just be a general MIDI sound font trumpet. But I guess this will at least give us an idea of what it'll sound like. Because if I try to open like Contact or any sort of decent sampler, like a decent sample library, it will probably just like wreck the whole project file. Like obviously it doesn't sound great, but it should at least give us an idea for now. Okay, I got the proper chat back on screen and microphone working again. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this at least to Christmas Eve, because I'm in Eastern time zone. Might be different for you, wherever the viewers are. Anyway, but I want to at least get this to where it hits 12 a.m. for Christmas Eve, so this can officially be a Christmas Eve stream. All right, now there should be some sort of trumpet library in here that's at least better than the MIDI one I was trying to use. If you can add a pause before the B section, you can add another vocal that says Turanian. Yeah, that sounds that sounds like a really good idea. I just need to locate where the vocal that says sub, like the one that's just subterranean, because that one where it's just a sub is actually a sep. Actually, is it? I think I could just do a Turanian. Let's see. But yeah, I love vocal play stuff like that, so I'm really glad that you suggested that. That's a sick idea. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this one doesn't actually say subterranean in it. I need to find the one that I've used before that just says subterranean. It should be like my desktop is a mess, so that's gonna be hard to find. Hang on, where would it be? I also know I've used it in projects before. Oh, it's this one. Not sure if my desktop audio is audible, but this will work. File cannot be found. It's right here.
You are now listening. You are now listening to Subterranean. Subterranean.
Sync it to the beat, maybe.
Duranian.
I always have to like time stretch it a bit.
Duranian. Listening to the sounds of Duranian. Iranian, 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 Iranian. Iranian, 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 Iranian,
Okay, microphone's back again. And we just hit. No, everything's okay. Everything's okay. My voice is just getting really hoarse now from just yeah, everything's okay. I'm sorry about that. I hope I didn't scare anybody. Just voice is very sore from it's already been sore from the dry heat and stuff and just recording for so long and stuff or streaming for so long, but we made it to 12 a.m. right here. It's Christmas Eve officially, and it might have already been Christmas Eve depending on the time zone. But yeah, we hit Christmas Eve with this stream, and I think I'm gonna probably end it right here. We've went for over 2 hours, counting like all the fail takes that I had, or I wouldn't call them like fail takes. We did get some stuff done, but just the ones where stuff was crashing more often. We've got over 2 hours in tonight. I'm pretty happy with the work we have so far, and I'm really happy that I was able to get feedback. Thank you so much, Ciaida EXE. I'm still not 100% sure how to pronounce that, but your style is so cool, and I love the input that you had for this track. I think it's really starting to shape now, and I definitely thank you a lot for that, and I'm always open for feedback like that. I'll try to work out, see what's going on with like some of the issues of like the sound card and stuff. I may just need to record or stream on another computer. I'd be fine with doing that. I just have to transfer the project files over. But I'm gonna give my voice a little bit of a rest. I had a great time streaming tonight. I hope everybody else had a fun time watching and was able to tolerate all the Sayeda. Sayeda. I really like that. That's really cool. Uh, Once again, thank you so much for all your help. And yeah, I should hopefully be planning to stream this again pretty soon. We can maybe just go back to this track and keep sort of working on it until it's done. And I really appreciate all the help. So, all right, yeah, I loved helping you out, and I loved you watching the stream. It was really cool, really cool to have. You'll be free, nice. Nice. I just really like having an audience. I just really having that back and forth and stuff. It's really fun. So hopefully I'll be streaming. I should be streaming again fairly soon. I'm gonna let my voice rest a little bit, and you all have a great holiday season. You guys have a great Christmas Eve and everything. I'll see you. I'll see you all later. So and you can always stay posted on my social media. I'm very active on Twitter. I've got other pages too. I'm gonna flash the stream end card up for like a minute, and you can see the other pages that I have if you're not connected. But I'm very active on Twitter. That's where you can reach me a lot of the time. So I'll see you later. Have a great night. You're not an AI like me, so you need more rest. Yeah, that's very true. I wish I could be an AI and just be able to pump music out like that. Be so sick. I'll see you all later. Have a great night.